Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your favorite software developer, Tyshawn, aka coldlabz on social media. In the last video, we talked about booleans and how they can be true or false statements. In this video, we're going to talk about the if-else statements and the console.log. So what is the if-else statement? You can look at the if-else statement as if you look at a person that has a backup plan for a backup plan that has a backup plan. So let's go ahead and get started with this if-else statement. We're going to need to go to jsbin.com, so open your browser and head to it, and don't forget to remove the HTML, CSS in the console tab and bring it back. Let's type if 98 is less than 22 console.log hello. You notice that nothing happens. The main reason that nothing happens is because that's a false statement. But what happens if it's a true statement? Let's go ahead and let's flip that variable around. Now you see that it's a true statement and it works. So what does this backup plan that I spoke of looks like? The backup plan is the word else if. That word is similar to the if statement, but it means just in case the if statement fails, let's go on down and try this instead. So let's go back up to the if statement and let's flip those numbers around once more. Okay, now that that's done, let's go to the bottom of this right here and let's type else if 20 is greater than 10 console.log meow. Console.log meow. Now you notice that this word pops in there because this is the fallback statement that turned out to be true. So what if that statement turned out to be false? Do you think it's going to work? The answer to that, no. The else if statement follows the exact same guidelines as the if statement. So if it's not true, then it's not going to execute anything. Honestly, you could leave it at that, but there is something else that you must do typically that goes behind it. So the fallback plan for the else if statement, and it can be used for the if statement as well, is the word else. But what makes the else statement different is that you don't have to define another scenario before this to execute. This right here is the last option saying just in case option A, B, and C didn't work, let's go with this. So on the top of this, let's type variable A equals 20, and then let's go inside each of these if statements. Let's erase this console.log and then just put console.log A. And then let's type console.log for all three of them and put A in the inside of it. So what did you expect to happen? I mean, some of the experienced programmers know that A was going to equal 20 because we didn't change it. So what we're going to do is this. Inside of the if, else, and the else if statements, we're going to put A equals 20, A equals 30, and A equals 40. Notice in the console, there's something written there different now. It's not the exact same as the variable above. The reason behind that is because variables can be updated through the if-else statement as well as many other things. So is the else if and if necessary all the time? Not exactly. I mean, honestly, you could leave it at just if and erase the rest. But like I said before, you need a backup plan, then you use the word else if and else. So let's go ahead and erase all of this and take it from a different approach. Let's separate each of them by writing a comment as well. So for the first one, let's type number 1. And for the second one, let's type number 2. And for the third one, let's type number 3. Alright, now let's go back up to the first one. Let's hit enter and let's type if 1 is less than -4 console.log 1 is less than -4. Let's go down a little bit. Let's type if 19 is less than 6 console.log 19 is less than 6. And let's do if 16 is greater than 2, console.log 16 is greater than 2. Now that all this is done, you notice that each one of these has their own effect. Neither of these are bothering each other, and all of these are going to work individually, and not a single one of them are dependent on an else if or an else statement. Let's wrap this up. So in the end, we learned about the else, the if, and the else if statements, and we also learned about the console statement. In this next video, we're going to learn how to go through things in a special way. I'm not going to spoil it right now, but we're going to figure this out, alright? Take care.